Hello Genderqueer gang, I'm Noah. I'm going to be one of your new Sunday guys. I am 18. I am now a sophomore in college. My major is psychology. I live in northern New Jersey, about 30 minutes from New York City by car, and about an hour and 30 minutes by bus or train. I am pre-op, pre-T, although I have surgery scheduled for in 20 days. May 30th of this month, of this year, rather. Yeah, so I guess I should get into the question. Have you ever lost or been denied a job or acceptance into a school because of your gender identity or sexuality? If not, do you know someone who has? Have you kept your identity a secret from employers, school officials for fear of retribution? I'm not out to my job or my college. My job, I chose not to come out in the application or even during the interview because I didn't want to be discriminated against. Although I do live in New Jersey and we do have legal protection for gender identity, and I even believe my company also protects gender identity, I still didn't want to risk coming out because I know that if a company really wants to, they'll find some other issue or bullshit excuse to fire you. So I chose not to come out. But they do call me by my preferred name, at least on and off. When I came in, I told them that I prefer to go by Noah as a nickname. However, my boss, I guess you say, for the front end as a cashier in the supermarket, she refuses to call me by Noah, so she calls me by my birth name. And this has caused a few of my co-workers to switch on and off from calling me Noah and my birth name. The customers, however, they call me Noah because it's on my name tag. However, I don't really come out to them specifically about what gender I am. I just let them make their own assumptions. My university, well, I'm not in university, I'm in community college, but my college, the professors know that I'm trans and I go by Noah. However, the students, I also don't tell them whether or not I'm male or female. I let them make their own assumptions. However, I feel like after I have surgery this month, and when I go back, I'm probably going to be a little bit more direct in correcting people and telling them that I'm trans and that I prefer to go by Noah and not my birth name. And male pronouns are basically anything but female pronouns. Do I know anybody who... I haven't been discriminated against because, like I said, I've only had this current job that I have, this college. I think that when I was applying to schools, I applied to Montclair State University and the current community college that I go to, and I got into Montclair, and I believe that the paper that I wrote for admissions was actually about my trans identity. I'm really not sure, I don't remember, because I've written like 2 or 3 different papers for different universities that I applied to. Second question is there anything about your current job, a job you had previously, or the career you plan to have in the future that conflicts with your gender or trans variant identity or inflicts dysphoria? My major is psychology, and I want to work with the LGBT community. Specifically, I would really like to work with the trans community. However, I'll also be very happy if I'm working with the rest of the LGBT community. So I don't really think that would really... It's probably, if anything, one of the best careers I could really go into with my gender identity. Although at one point I did hear somebody tell me that if you're trans yourself, you can't be a gender therapist. I really don't think that's true because I believe I know of one gender therapist here in New Jersey who is a trans woman. So I think that was quite wrong information. If you know any other things about that, about conflicts in that, going into that field and being trans yourself, you should let me know. My current job, I really don't like it. I really just took it so that I could have the funds for having surgery as soon as possible. Honestly, I probably would have taken any job that would have offered it to me. I have been applying for jobs for like 2 to 3 years, and I haven't had any luck. So when that company called me and told me that they wanted to hire me, I just jumped on it. And I really don't feel comfortable there. since they already know me as female, I really don't think I'll feel comfortable later on coming out as trans in a company. So I think I'll probably just change my legal information while I'm still at that company and move on to another place. Sorry, I don't really have much else to say on this topic. I'm sorry I didn't make a video last week. I was told I could start last week, this week, or next week. I really like this topic because I felt I had the most to say about out of the 3 topics that we have. So I decided to make it this week. I really liked last week's topic, but I didn't really have much to say about it. I also feel like I'm not really educated on the topic, and I really didn't want to start up on the channel on the back foot, so I chose to do it this week rather than last week. Alright, thank you guys. I hope you are as happy to have me on this channel as I am happy to be on the channel. If you have any other questions about what I said in the video, or questions that you want me about myself that you want me to answer, you can just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you as quick as possible. Bye!